I can tell you the main reason why most 25-year-olds to the age of 30 are the most stressed ever. I've been seeing this like statistic online a lot. I mean, for males, the male standpoint is what I want to say. And I turned 25 last year in July, but I turned 26 in July. And the older I get, the more I realize, like, yeah, man, it feels like it's like the end of the world. Everything's closing on you. Only because it's like, damn, this wind is like blowing. It's only because like those old norms, like be the man of the house, be the provider, be like literally be the definition of strength. Go out, fight the wars, go home to the princess, all this. That shit doesn't work anymore. You want to know why it doesn't work? Because there's a lot of ungrateful people who set their standards too high, and what they're really like right here. What they call it, the whole influation. Fuck, I can't speak. There's a fluctuation of people that don't deserve any of those things. And I'm not even trying to say that to be funny, but especially the feminist movement. It's like, what do you want us to do with that? They say they hate men, but as soon as those bombs start dropping, those bullets start flying, who do they come to first? Who do they actually come to, and who do they question? Especially when no man steps up for them, and they're looking around, it's like, where's all the men? It's like, you say kill all men. And it'd be so funny. I met so many girls around my age. Oh my God. Who would just be like, oh, I hate men. I hate men, all this. If they ever say that in front of me, they'd be like, I hate men. Oh man sucks. Say, but you're fine though. I like you, Malcolm. Then I was like, that's not a compliment. What do you want me to do? Turn to a woman because you can like me more? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not changing my whole ideology and my personality just to fit in to society. No, I'm not doing that. That's why you got these dudes all stressed up and stuff. We're all worried about choosing the right person to be faithful with, to share our burdens with, our past lives, share our insecurities in all this. But they want a guy at a high standard, but they're not even doing nothing, providing nothing for themselves. That's why I keep putting my Crocs on and off. This floor is pretty cold. And that's why you got these men stressed, not just from the woman point, but even just from the workforce, the family function. What else? Just the income that you're supposed to bring in. It's like they got all these like you got to meet this bar, but then you got these guys on here. It's like you're not giving us nothing. Like this is why dudes be like so hard, especially like when they're dirty and stuff. 30 years old, not 30, but only because they didn't have nothing to help with. They didn't have no support system. Then you question, it's like, why are all these guys like this? Why are none of these guys hitting me up? It's because like the whatever life you're following most likely doesn't align with them. And I've been in plenty of relationships when it's just like, oh, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. But it's like, what are you supposed to do? Then they'd be like, I'm not supposed to do anything. You're the man. It's like, well, shit. Maybe I will just get the fucking robot Japanese sex doll, Chinese sex doll, and just handle that. Get my needs out and handle my own business. Maybe I will adopt a kid from Africa, adopt a kid from South Korea, adopt a kid from Germany, and just have my family like that. And I'll just go sleep in the bed with the fucking dog and make sure my kids are good and raised right. Like that, I feel like that's the point that we're going to get at, because they putting too much pressure on men nowadays. Or damn, we're putting too much pressure on ourselves just because of society and these opinions. And like, honestly hate it so much. I know mine being the provider, being the father, the husband. I don't have no problem with that. But I'm not gonna do it for no low down, dirty, ungrateful person that then they say they hate, man. It's like, don't you have a son? You hate your son too? What do you do? I don't hate my son. My son wants to be a girl one day. All right, baby. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like, you gotta hear what you're saying. You really do gotta hear what you're saying. You're only beating. How is a man supposed to love you just going to keep beating him down? There's definitely some men out there who have no spine and will let that happen. But how far do you think that neglect is going to take them and you? Okay, I heard this horrible story. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's pretty bad. This is why I don't watch football. This guy, it is horrible. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's very bad. But it's just like the absurdity of it is like, it's just laughable because like, wow, this guy really did that? Like, there had to be something else going on in his household. So this guy he basically shut up his whole family because they were disagreeing on the football. I was like, on his football team. And I'm over here thinking, like, there's no way that you shoot up your whole, I don't know why, I think the wife died, and I think he shot both the kids, but I think they both survived, thankfully. Or I could be wrong, they all could be dead. Horrible story. But I'm just here like, how much happened behind closed doors? Because there's no way that some person just switches like that and decides to gun down their whole family over a football team? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, of course there's mental illness happening with the guy already to be able to do that. I think he shot himself too. But it's like, what the fuck? What was happening behind closed doors? Because all we hear is that, But I'm pretty sure there was some other issues that was going on. But sadly, it was the football team that was the last draw, which is crazy. Which is pretty horrible. I'm not standing up for the guy, but I just want to know, like, what happened? Like, what happened in the family? Was this guy even happy the whole time? Or was he just trying to feel warmth? Was he feeling the pressure of society? The norms that we're supposed to live in? Or did he really just break because his football team was shit and he shot up his... Horrible story. But it's like, as the American people, like, what is the end goal if we keep bashing each other down? Like, what is the end goal? How do you think, like, what do you think is going to happen? Only resistance is going to be built up. Resistance, resentment, what's another word? Retardedness, let me stop. Like, only a lot of things is going to be built up if we keep trying to provide for ungrateful people. I'm just saying, let people be recognized. That's the thing. Hey, you did good. I'm proud of you. You're strong. Keep going. You got this. Like, I feel like those be like the hardest words to say nowadays for most people. Because they don't want to give nobody their flowers. What is it? Men only get flowers when they're dead? I like tulips. Let me get a tulip now. I don't want to get that shit when I'm dead. I'm not even there. It's a shell of me. My soul's long gone. So it's like, who are we supposed to fight for if no one is grateful? Because if, like, in the next 10 to 15 years and, I ain't got no wife, no kids or no nothing, then I guess I'm just going to settle down with this AI robot made out of Taiwan. She got like 12 genitals. But you gotta understand this video or this channel, Of course, I'm talking about some serious shit. But of course, I'm going to crack jokes because it's so absurd nowadays that comedy is like the only thing that will give anybody some pleasure. or to take this weight off, weight of the world off our shoulders, of our goddamn brain capacity. But it's like, I'm not going to build up my whole life and definitely a future empire for some ungrateful people. Friends, family, spouse, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. We have to be able to congratulate each other. And this is for both sides. Because not one... Let me stop. People be like I said, kill all men, kill all women. It's like, not everyone's good and not everyone's bad. I heard plenty of stories of women drowning their 3 kids in the tub. Crazy, right? I feel like if I was ever in that situation, I saw my sister and brother floating in a bathtub, and their heads even came up for air, I'm like, I see my mother with these damn predator demon eyes from her just being a sauce. I'm like, all right, we're going to just leave. I don't know where I'm going, but we're dipping. We're there. I feel like I had that much self-awareness as a kid where I could recognize, like, there are some deranged things happening, and I'm not going to be the one to solve them. So the first thing I'm going to pack up is a knife in my pocket and an extra jacket just in case it's cold outside. We just going to warn her, somebody going to get me. Hopefully it's not a white van, but somebody going to come after me, okay? So a lot of people get pushed past the breaking point, and then you end up in those situations. But it's like, why has people end up in those situations? Because it's neglect. Neglect is a nasty thing. And the more you get of it, the farther you fall down the pit, and it seems like nothing will work out. And it's honestly disgusting. It really is. So communication really is the most important thing in every relationship. All relationships. For family and friends and lovers. It really is. But everyone's scared of communication. They're ready to shoot up their family or drown their kids before they have a civil conversation, which is crazy. But what can you do, man? What can you do? Oh, I know what you can do. You can talk. That's what you can do. But don't be building up your whole life for ungrateful people. This goes for guys and girls. I hate those stories when girls be the main one working and guys a piece of shit just on the couch eating Cheetos and nothing else. It's like, girl, like, can you not see this? Like, don't let these people use you. Find your spine, get that good posture, and use your fucking voice. Because that's the only thing that's going to save you. Only you can save yourself. Okay, G.I. Joe isn't going to come out of the helicopter and bust through the roof and solve all your problems. It has to start with you. But thank you for letting me take some time out of your day. You beautiful people. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.